All right. Well, it's a little too bright to see my camera here, to see my screen here. So I think you're looking at the trailhead that follows the creek that way. And there's definitely some camp spots, some flat camp spots down there, including when it's snowy. There's some flat camp spots right there. Probably just over that ridge, maybe a couple of 100 yards at the most. And then here's my truck. And then this area goes to the hot springs. Give me a second. So there's a couple of different options in case, and this is for those who just want to start out with winter camping and going to hot springs. So there's Buckeye Hot Springs that I'm going to take you to in just a little bit. And so there's a couple of ideas I have for you. If you're a complete beginner, what I'll do is I'll camp right here next to the snow with my inReach, and then you go in as far as you want or go to the hot springs, which is only 3 miles in that direction. And what you'll do is practice your snow camping skills, but I'll have my cell phone and inReach on, and if you get into trouble or you start figuring out you forgot your whatever snowshoes or gloves or mitts or something, then I can either come and get you, or you can hike back to the car, which will be waiting for you as a safe spot. Next thing is, if you want, I can go in there with you and go camping with you. Kind of depends. Some people feel like that would be a little bit more babysitting involved, but that would be the next step. Or the third step is you come out here and do it all yourself and just let me know, and then you can contact me with your inReach if you get in trouble, and I'll know exactly where you are and how to find you. Okay, cheers. There's your options. The only thing that I say that if you're going to go out with me in the wintertime snow camping, you got to learn how to use a wag bag, because no one wants to see your stuff in the springtime. Okay, see ya. Bye. Cheers. So I just want you to know that whenever I'm indoors trying to teach you stuff and tell you stuff about adventuring, I just want you to picture that in my head I'm actually out here when I'm doing it. So I think I'm about 2/3 way to the hot springs. That's pretty much all of the elevation gain, maybe 600 feet. There's another drop down close to the hot springs, but it's not more than 1,000 feet over 3 miles of ups and downs, elevation change. Okay, see ya. Okay, so this is kind of a hiker's dilemma, right? The safest way to come down here is to put on Microspikes again, but I only need it for, I don't know, 15 steps, 10 steps, just to get to the hot springs. That looks slippery over there, that looks slippery over here, so I guess I'm gonna have to put on Microspikes for 10 steps. Sucks, but it's part of the gamble. Same thing with ice axe. You probably only need ice axe for, I don't know, 20 minutes of a 3-day hike, but that's what you get. See you. It is so worth it. Okay, see ya. Well, sorry about the sun glare. I didn't think about that until just now, but there's picnic tables right before the drop, and we're right above the hot springs. And then I just checked, the pit toilet is open. So if you make it all the way here, this is 3 miles in, then I guess you don't need a wag bag. I didn't know whether that was closed or open in the wintertime. And then one other pro tip here. It kind of feels like, if you're just a beginner, it kind of feels like you're going to post hole straight down, but actually even on seemingly level ground, you kind of post hole down and to the side, generally down in the fall line. So you kind of slide sideways. So it's a perfect opportunity, especially if you're carrying a pretty heavy backpack. If you're carrying like several days of supply in your backpack, then it's a prime opportunity for you to roll your ankle. So just watch out. A lot of mountaineers never experience this because we're in pretty hard boots, mountaineering boots. But you guys are in trail runners. And so your chances of post-holing and sliding down, rolling an ankle are increased, which is another reason why microspikes are mandatory, even in level ground like this, because you don't want to accidentally post-hole. And in a different video, I showed you why you are likely to post-hole in the afternoon and why you can basically trail run in the morning time. Okay, talk to you later. But this is 3 miles in, and I have not seen a soul this entire time. So there you go. 6 miles that way is Sonora Pass, quicker access to Sonora Pass. So if you're on foot, you can get dropped off over there. If you know what 3 words, I can give you the what 3 words for that northern drop off as opposed to this southern drop off, which is over here near Doc and Al's resort. Okay, cheers, see ya. Okay, so all of this is available campground space, camping space, anywhere there. Right over this area is my ridge. There's a little horseshoe bend that goes all the way back, and I start walking back that way to the car on the other side. That is the stream bed that I'll be crossing over a bridge over there, and then that way is the hot springs. So just a little orientation here. It is probably around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and so the sun is setting in the west, and it's north over there. Okay, cheers, see ya. Tons of opportunities to have fun out here practicing snow camping skills. Cheers. Just wanted you to enjoy this beauty before I tell you a pro tip. Really pretty. All right, pro tip. This water, since it's moving, and see that frozen over that water is colder than, and to even a human being, it's much colder, kind of like wind chill factor, right? So the moving water is actually colder, and it takes more cold energy, layman speak, to freeze that snow, to get that snow to get cold and freeze over. So that water is colder than, for instance, a frozen lake. If you see a lake with frozen top over it, that water is relatively much warmer than this. So what that means to you is you can jump into a lake that has a frozen ice, but don't mistake that, or don't discount that experience with jumping into this water. So I might not necessarily want to spend a lot of time in this water, even though I can spend a half an hour or whatever in a frozen lake. Okay, cheers, see ya. Pretty.